The following is a video presentation of the Helena World in association with the Barton School District. Welcome to Barton Championship Volleyball, covering the 2022 Lady Bears volleyball team under the leadership of Coach Chaston Carpino. Barton Championship Basketball is brought to you by these fine sponsors. The Bell Clinic, specializing in family medicine for all of Phillips County. This webcast also brought to you courtesy of Reginald Murdoch for State Senate. Reggie Murdoch running for State Senate, District 9, with 12 years of public service working for you. Watch the exciting game action from Barton Gymnasium every week as the Lady Bears face the very best in high school volleyball competition in their quest for another state tournament appearance. The following is a video presentation of the Helena World in association with the Barton School District. Welcome to Barton Championship Volleyball, covering the 2022 Lady Bears volleyball team under the leadership of Coach Chaston Carpino. Barton Championship Basketball is brought to you by these fine sponsors. The Bell Clinic, specializing in family medicine for all of Phillips County. This webcast also brought to you courtesy of Reginald Murdoch for State Senate. Reggie Murdoch running for State Senate, District 9, with 12 years of public service working for you. Watch the exciting game action from Barton Gymnasium every week as the Lady Bears face the very best in high school volleyball competition in their quest for another state tournament appearance. And welcome to the Barton Gymnasium. I'm your host, Rick Kennedy, and we are here for another edition of Barton Championship Volleyball. This is the junior high game in progress. It's 24-24, so it's been a tight game. And I believe we have Barton at this point serving for the game. And I will take that back. I'm told they won that game. So this is junior high action. We're catching kind of the tail end of the first game. Later on, we will have the senior high. Barton today plays Palestine Wheatley. Palestine Wheatley, I believe they're called the Patriots. And they come to us, I believe the school is actually outside of Forest City. Now, we have a break, and I believe we're going to go into the next game here. This is, again, junior high action, and the teams are finishing up here. Again, the junior high games tend to be a bit unpredictable at times. So we tend to join them. We try to get as close to the senior high action as we can. So we join these girls in action now. And this will start the match. Palestine Wheatley, again, this time in the red jerseys. They were in the blue jerseys in the kind of at the tail end of the previous match we saw. Palestine Wheatley is known as the Patriots. So I presume these young ladies are known as the Lady Patriots. And, of course, the Barton Lady Bears are well known to us in these parts as it is. We would normally be coming to you on the live stream, but we have had some difficulties in getting our proper wiring So we will, of course, present this to you on instant replay, as we always do with all the games. And this game will appear on Facebook Live as well as appear on the Helena World's YouTube channel. And all these games of Barton Championship Volleyball are brought to you by two very gracious sponsors. That would be the Bell Clinic, providing health care for all of Phillips County, and Reggie Murdoch, who is running for State Senate District 9. And maybe I should properly say Reginald Murdoch, but just the same, he is our current representative for the district, state representative. He is looking to elevate himself to the state senate, so he is running, and he is a sponsor of this webcast. So we have the teams somewhat out there warming up at this point. And again, Palestine Wheatley kind of doing some unique warm-ups there as we are getting ready to go live. And we have some individuals walking here by the broadcast position. But we expect an entertaining game. And again, the Palestine Wheatley women are doing some unique calisthenics there on the, I guess it would be on your right side of the screen. On the left side is the Barton Lady Bears, and during the game, this will generally be left side, right side as well. So the Barton Lady Bears will be on your left side throughout this match. The Palestine Wheatley Patriots will be on the right side. And right now, again, they're still in their pregame warm-ups. So while they're warming up, we'll take a minute to listen to our sponsors directly. Again, this would be the Bell Clinic and Reginald Murdoch for State Senate. Presentation of Barton Championship Volleyball is brought to you by these fine sponsors. The Bell Clinic, specializing in family medicine for all of Phillips County. This webcast also brought to you courtesy of Reginald Murdoch for State Senate. Reggie Murdoch running for State Senate District 9 with 12 years of public service working for you. The Helena World's presentation of Barton Championship Volleyball is brought to you by these fine sponsors. The Bell Clinic, specializing in family medicine for all of Phillips County. This webcast also brought to you courtesy of Reginald Murdoch for State Senate. Reggie Murdoch running for State Senate District 9 with 12 years of public service working for you. And we are back at the Barton Gymnasium, and what the game official advised me of is there's actually a junior high A team and a junior high B team, and what we saw a few minutes ago as we were coming on the air was the junior high B. This is a junior high A team, and apparently they will play 2 games, and then the senior girls will play after that. Now, typically the senior high games are a best of 5 series as a ball rolls near our broadcast position. And we're going to try to be a little careful this time because last time the broadcast position literally got torpedoed by a couple of volleyballs. and we got knocked off the air for a period of time, or one of our cameras got knocked out. But here we are, and here comes another ball, and it did hit us, but again, all the wiring has stayed intact, and again, we were better prepared. And it didn't knock over our camera. Let me add that. Last time it literally took out our camera. We've got reinforced wiring this time, so hopefully that will not be an issue for us over the course of this game. So this is the Lady Patriots A team, as they're calling it. And again, another ball kind of flings this way. This is the Lady Patriots A team. And the B team were playing earlier as we were coming on the broadcast. And we will have the senior girls momentarily. And as I appreciate, this A team is going to play a couple of the games. And sometimes junior high games are, again, as we alluded to in our last broadcast, they can be a bit unpredictable. And that's due to participation size, size of school. If you remember, we were here last time for Lee Academy. That game went by pretty quick, and they did not have a lot of numbers, and we hopped almost exactly into the senior high game. So anyway, we are here at the Barton Gymnasium. This Friday, we can give you a moment to tell you the Barton Bears football team will be at home, and the Barton Bears Alumni Association does a live stream with those particular contests. We do the volleyball, and we have done in the past the basketball. I anticipate we will do the basketball again later in the fall and in the winter. For now, though, we do have the Lady Bears volleyball team, and we've got a lot of traffic moving back and forth where we're at the broadcast position. They are taking a bit of a time to warm up here. I don't believe we had this much warm-up time last time. Now, I believe Palestine Wheatley as a campus is located 2 hours away from Barton, so maybe they're giving them some extra warm-up time. That remains to be seen. We do hope, though, to have some good and entertaining volleyball action for you. And last time we were here, Barton pretty readily handled the Lee County team. That was the Lee County Lady Trojans, and that was played a couple weeks ago, by the way. So we haven't seen the Lady Bears volleyball team in about a week now. They've been mostly engaged in road games, and the next couple weeks they'll have a few home games. Next Thursday we will be here as the Barton ladies play Ridgefield. And again, another volleyball is rolled in our position here. It does look like they are clearing the court now, and we should be having some action here momentarily. In either case, we are glad to have you along. And if you are seeing this on the replays, we hope you enjoy the replays. We enjoy bringing them to you as they come up here at the Barton High School Gymnasium from time to time. And there goes another volleyball fleeing past our broadcast position here. We've had a few of them. But again, as long as they don't take out the camera equipment as they did last time, or have somebody literally run into us, which also happened last time. Kind of the pitfalls of doing a real-time live broadcast. And we look like we are going to get ready for some action here momentarily. And again, this is what I'm told. The official told me this is the Palestine A team and Palestine Junior A team is more specifically what I was told. And I presume that's the Barton Junior High team out there now that they're going to play. But they will be squaring off, and then we'll have the senior high action after that. It does appear that there are still some warm-ups going on. So we'll go back to our commercial sponsors, and we'll be back with more Barton Championship basketball. World's presentation of Barton Championship Volleyball is brought to you by these fine sponsors. The Bell Clinic, specializing in family medicine for all of Phillips County. This webcast also brought to you courtesy of Reginald Murdoch for State Senate. Reggie Murdoch running for State Senate, District 9, with 12 years of public service working for you. The Helena World's presentation of Barton Championship Volleyball is brought to you by these fine sponsors. The Bell Clinic, specializing in family medicine for all of Phillips County. This webcast also brought to you courtesy of Reginald Murdoch for State Senate. Reggie Murdoch running for State Senate, District 9, with 12 years of public service working for you. The Helena World. And we are back at the Barton Gymnasium. This is a lovely Thursday afternoon, September 15th. And the opponent for the Barton Lady Bears on this occasion are the Palestine Wheatley Patriots. And we are awaiting now, according to the game clock, we're about a minute away from game action for the junior high. And this is what was called a junior high A-team game. And apparently when we arrived and first got on the air, it was the end of the B-team contest. And that was won by Barton, by the way. So congratulations to the Lady Bears there. They will be playing this A-team as we have another ball fly in our direction. The broadcast position can be challenging sometimes when you have balls flinging around on occasion, but that's the way it goes. As long as they don't knock us off the air, we're all good. And there's our official timer, so I presume they're going to get ready for some action here momentarily. In case I didn't introduce myself, my name is Rick Kennedy. I'm on board for the Helena World series of broadcast. We do the Barton Volleyball. Next week, and that's next Friday, we'll be back here in Barton, or next Thursday, we will be back here in Barton as Lady Bears play Ridgefield. And then next Friday, it'll be homecoming at DeSoto High School. And we'll be on board there to play or to watch the Thunderbirds in action in football. So we have Barton Thunderbird football and Lady Barton volleyball A lot of action on tap today. And right now, teams are shaking hands, it looks like before the contest. And I presume they're going to start action here momentarily. Again, this is the Lady Patriots. They are in the bright red jerseys, and they are pictured on your right side of the screen. On the left side of the screen, in the maroon jerseys with black trim, are the Barton Lady Bears. And you will see our camera move to follow the action. So the Lady Patriots are about to serve, and we'll be underway here. And it goes into the net, and that should indicate that Barton has the early lead. That would be 1-0. Barton set to serve. And they get it into play, and it appears that they're going to, well, they got the score as 1-1. I think the score is, okay, now they've corrected it to 2-0, and that's what I expected it to be. Sometimes the scorekeeper has to keep up with us here in the live action. So 2-0. The Barton Bears, excuse me, it's 3-1 now. And Barton is set to serve. 4-1 now. Well, there was some type of delay there, and not entirely sure what that was about, but we're back in action now. Ball is in play. And it would appear on that point the Lady Patriots won that point. So it's 4-2, still in favor of the Barton Lady Bears. This is junior high action. And but the Lady Patriots are set to serve here, or we believe any moment they are set to serve. Well, the official scores the point for the Lady Patriots, so serving again. And the Lady Patriots tie the score, 4-4. And we appear to have a brief break in the action. Not entirely sure if this is a planned break or if one of the coaches called for this break. This is junior high action, by the way. We'll have the high schools a little bit later in the broadcast. We have a crowd here of a little over 200. So an impressive turnout for Lady Bear volleyball. Patriots, though, are in the lead at this point. Well, now the Lady Bears are in the lead, 5-4. Talk about the scoreboard has to keep up with me. Sometimes I've got to keep up with the scoreboard. And there's a big play by the Lady Bears, 6-4 now. Now, a game official told me that these were, again, junior high teams out on the court now. The senior high will be coming up momentarily. The Palestine Wheatley team that is on the floor now was described to me as being the junior A team. Now, whether they have multiple teams or not, I don't know, but in the meantime, this Patriot team is holding its own at 6-6. It's been a tight game in this one. Be interesting to see what the senior girls look like. Now, we saw the senior girls the first 2 games of the season. The girls split games. They defeated the Lee County Trojans last time we were here a couple weeks ago. The season opener, though, that was a different story. The Lady Bears lost. And the ball flies out of bounds over here near the broadcast position. But it would appear that the Barton Bears won that point. It's 8-7 now. And the official scores that point to the Lady Bears as well. So it's 9-7. (10-7). So the Lady Bears on a bit of a roll here. This again is junior high action. We'll have the high school momentarily. And of course, you can catch the instant replay on our Facebook Live and our YouTube channels. And like all the games, they are there for you to see. Once we put them up there, they are up there. So if you want to see the season opener, that's available. And if you want to see the 2 DeSoto football games we've had, those are available too. Available on Facebook Live and the Helena World's YouTube channel. It's 12-8. We've got 1 camera on board today. And Barton serving now. (14-8). Barton is on a roll. This is junior high action. And we have a bit of a personnel shuffle here. I'm not quite sure what that is about, but the Palestine Wheatley players are rotating and are about to serve. And Palestine Wheatley scores a point. The Lady Patriots. 14-10. The Helena World, proud to bring you these special casts each and every week. And we just saw one of the Barton football players walk past us. They are either, at this point, holding practice right now, or they just finished practice. And they have a home game this Friday against Bald Knob. And that will also be live streamed. Now, the live streams for Barton football are carried by the Barton Alumni Association. Here at the Helena World, we carry the volleyball, and in the past we've carried the basketball as well. Right now, Barton's set to serve. Getting a bit of a glare off the stadium there, but now the Patriots are serving. And Palestine Wheatley making a bit of a comeback here. And as soon as I say that, Barton wins the next point at 16-13. This is junior high action. Barton should be ready to serve here. But Barton serves into the net. It's 16-13. Palestine Wheatley is now going to serve. Palestine Wheatley has been a bit interesting in the fact that they've had a few conferences in between their serves. Although that one went awry. It's 17-13. The Barton Lady Bears. Seventeen to 14 now, and the Lady Patriots attempting some sort of comeback here. They prepare to serve. Now it's Barton. Barton 18-14 now at this point. And the ball flies out of bounds. Well, it's hard to determine exactly what happened there, but Barton has control of the ball. And it's 20-15 in favor of the Barton Lady Bears. And we have a policeman roaming the area. Don't know exactly who he's looking for, but he's walking and sitting in the stands. Well, that was a good effort by the Lady Patriots. But the Lady Bears prevailed on that one. It's 21-16. And the Lady Bears now serving. Not quite for the match yet, but they're close. And as soon as I say that, of course, it jinxes them. So we are back with the Lady Patriots with the ball now. 17-21, by the way. A bit of a football score. Well, the scoreboard says it's 22-18. I'm not quite sure if the scorekeeper had to catch up on a point or if they're behind a point. Seemed like that hopped up pretty darn quick, though. But the Lady Patriots have control of the ball. Okay, and the scoreboard has been corrected now. It does reflect 21-19. So, scorekeeper having a bit of challenge there. And I got to tell you what, this Lady Patriot team is resilient. They were down by as many as 5 points. They're now within a point of tying it. It's, well, now Barton just scored again. How the announcers jinx. That happens. It's 22-20 Barton. And Barton can seal this away if they can get off a couple of successful serves. Well, the scorekeeper says it's 23-20, and here we go again. Barton preparing to serve. They're closing in on a victory in this game. Now it's 23-21, and the Lady Patriots are serving. And the referee awards that point to the Barton Lady Bears, 24-21. You know, so far all these junior high games have been pretty darn tight. We'll see how this pans out for the senior high game. And it would appear at this point that the official has awarded that game to the Barton Lady Bears. So congratulations, 25-21. Junior high action. And they are shaking hands, so now we will we'll move on presumably to the senior high game. So, we'll take this break from Barton Championship Volleyball. We'll hear from our commercials or hear from our sponsors. And then we'll, I guess we'll hear commercials from our sponsors. Maybe that's the best way to say it. But we'll hear from them. And we'll be back with senior high action. That's the big games everybody waits for. We'll be right back. Presentation of Barton Championship Volleyball is brought to you by these fine sponsors. The Bell Clinic, specializing in family medicine for all of Phillips County. This webcast also brought to you courtesy of Reginald Murdoch for State Senate. Reggie Murdoch running for State Senate, District 9, with 12 years of public service working for you. The Helena World's presentation of Barton Championship Volleyball is brought to you by these fine sponsors. The Bell Clinic, specializing in family medicine for all of Phillips County. This webcast also brought to you courtesy of Reginald Murdoch for State Senate. Reggie Murdoch running for State Senate, District 9, with 12 years of public service working for you. The Helena World's presentation of Barton Championship Volleyball is brought to you by these fine sponsors. The Bell Clinic, specializing in family medicine for all of Phillips County. This webcast also brought to you courtesy of Reginald Murdoch for State Senate. Reggie Murdoch running for State Senate, District 9, with 12 years of public service working for you. The Helena World's presentation of Barton Championship Volleyball is brought to you by these fine sponsors. The Bell Clinic, specializing in family medicine for all of Phillips County. This webcast also brought to you courtesy of Reginald Murdoch for State Senate. Reggie Murdoch running for State Senate, District 9, with 12 years of public service working for you. And you are looking at the Barton Gymnasium. It's Thursday evening, September 15th. On the court, on the right side, in the red jerseys, are the Palestine Wheatley Lady Patriots. On the left side, in the maroon jerseys with black trim, the Barton Lady Bears. And these are the senior high teams. And they will be set for action in a few minutes. I'm your host, Rick Kennedy, for the Helena World. We are proud to bring you this series of volleyball action from the Barton Gym. We haven't seen the Lady Bears in a little while. It's been a couple weeks, actually. Last time we did see them, they played the Lee County Lady Trojans. They won all of those games rather handily. I remember between the junior high game and the high school game, I think Lee County may have won one of the games between the two of them. It was pretty much a rout on the part of Barton, for sure. Now, we were also here for Barton's opener on August 22nd. They had lost that. And the past three games up to this point, they've been on the road. So we haven't seen a lot of the Lady Bears. We will see them here momentarily. In the meantime, the teams continue their warm-ups. Although we are not seeing the various moves that were being made by the Lady Patriots earlier. It almost looked like the Lady Patriots much earlier with the junior high game in their warm-ups were doing some kind of almost rhythmic dance. It was very interesting to watch them, and they kind of went up and down the court. These are the senior high girls. They are taking what I would call probably traditional warm-ups for the volleyball. Lady Bears are in the background. And again, we kind of have an excellent, but I guess they are excellent jerseys, but certainly a curious jersey choice. We have the Palestine Lady Patriots in red jerseys with blue trim. We have the Barton Bears in their traditional maroon jerseys with black trim. In the past, we've seen teams usually in a white color jersey, or typically that would be the visiting team. Here, both teams are wearing, what would be traditionally dark jerseys. Although I guess the Lady Patriots could have a blue jersey around, or maybe they use that for their home games. Palestine Wheatley is about a 2-hour drive from Barton. It's up near Forest City, as I recall. So these young women had quite a road trip ahead of them. The Lady Bears, for their part, have shown vast improvement this year. And even in the game that they lost, the season opener, they played hard and they acquitted themselves well and actually had some very close games before they eventually fell in those contests. But and then they looked dominating versus Lee County. And there's another ball that is kind of flown in our direction here at the broadcast position. Now, I will remind our viewers that the broadcast position is not necessarily the same one of which the camera angle is. We use remote cameras. So the camera angle is in the upper bleachers, on the home side of the bleachers. The broadcast position is at the lower right side of the bleachers. And in a normal situation, we would actually have an internet wire here and be doing this as a live stream. We do not have our internet here at this point, and so we will bring this to you in a delay fashion. But again, you can view it on Facebook Live and the Helena World's YouTube channel. We are getting closer to game time. Still have a few minutes in waiting. But we expect a good contest this evening. Another volleyball flies past us. And you hear the officials whistle. So at this point, we'll take a commercial break and come back for more Barton Championship Volleyball. Of Barton Championship Volleyball is brought to you by these fine sponsors. The Bell Clinic, specializing in family medicine for all of Phillips County. This webcast also brought to you courtesy of Reginald Murdoch for State Senate. Reggie Murdoch running for State Senate, District 9, with 12 years of public service, working for you. The Helena World's presentation of Barton Championship Volleyball is brought to you by these fine sponsors. The Bell Clinic, specializing in family medicine for all of Phillips County. This webcast also brought to you courtesy of Reginald Murdoch for State Senate. Reggie Murdoch running for State Senate, District 9, with 12 years of public service working for you. The Helena World's presentation of Barton Championship Volleyball is brought to you by these fine sponsors. The Bell Clinic, specializing in family medicine for all of Phillips County. This webcast also brought to you courtesy of Reginald Murdoch for State Senate. Reggie Murdoch running for State Senate, District 9, with 12 years of public service working for you. The Helena World's presentation of Barton Championship Volleyball is brought to you by these fine sponsors. The Bell Clinic, specializing in family medicine for all of Phillips County. This webcast also brought to you courtesy of Reginald Murdoch for State Senate. Reggie Murdoch running for State Senate, District 9, with 12 years of public service working for you. The Helena World's presentation of Barton Championship Volleyball is brought to you by these fine sponsors. The Bell Clinic, specializing in family medicine for all of Phillips County. This webcast also brought to you courtesy of Reginald Murdoch for State Senate. Reggie Murdoch running for State Senate, District 9, with 12 years of public service working for you. The Helena World's presentation of Barton Championship Volleyball is brought to you by these fine sponsors. The Bell Clinic, specializing in family medicine for all of Phillips County. This webcast also brought to you courtesy of Reginald Murdoch for State Senate. Reggie Murdoch running for State Senate, District 9, with 12 years of public service working for you. Is a video presentation of the Helena World in association with the Barton School District. Welcome to Barton Championship Volleyball, covering the 2022 Lady Bears volleyball team under the leadership of Coach Chaston Carpino. Barton Championship Basketball is brought to you by these fine sponsors. The Bell Clinic, specializing in family medicine for all of Phillips County. This webcast also brought to you courtesy of Reginald Murdoch for State Senate. Reggie Murdoch running for State Senate, District 9, with 12 years of public service working for you. Watch the exciting game action from Barton Gymnasium every week as the Lady Bears face the very best in high school volleyball competition in their quest for another state tournament appearance. And welcome to the Barton Gymnasium. We are here for another edition of Barton Championship Volleyball. This is the senior high team, and you hear the official timer going off there. So we should expect action any minute now. And these are the senior girls. The Barton Lady Bears are playing the Palestine Wheatley Lady Patriots. And we expect an entertaining series of games in this match. Although Barton generally dominated the junior high games that we saw earlier today. It's Thursday, September 23rd, or September 15th, pardon me. And next week we'll be back September 22nd. But this is September 15th, Thursday night game. And we are about ready for action here. Although our official, we aren't sure what she's up to, but she is looking. She hasn't given an official notification yet. Although we did hear the buzzer earlier. Palestine Wheatley will serve first, and we will begin action. And the Barton Bears win the first point, as they've generally done in the previous games we've seen as well, the junior high games. The Barton Bears now have 2. Two to nothing in favor of the Barton Bears. Now 2-1. And where they are trying to get the ball to the Lady Patriots. And we are ready for service. Although that one seems to have flown astray. 3-1. Well, the official score has it 3-2 now. I thought that Barton won that point. I guess they did not. Palestine Wheatley is serving. Four to 2 now, as the Lady Bears prepare to serve. 5-2, and that is Jesselyn Carpino serving. She, of course, is the daughter of Coach Chastin Carpino. 6-2. The Lady Bears are smoking at this point. 7-2, Lady Bears. It's 8-2 in favor of the Lady Bears. And it would appear that the Palestine Wheatley coach has called a timeout. The Lady Bears have certainly gotten off to a fast start in this volleyball match. While we got a break, we want to thank our commercial sponsors. That would be the Bell Family Clinic, providing family medicine to all of Phillips County. And Reginald Murdoch, who is running for state senator in District 9. The Lady Patriots, you hear them holler out there a minute ago. Right now, they are in a world of hurt. 8-2. Now we got Jesselyn Carpino serving again. And it is 9-2, and my goodness, the Lady Bears are just running away with this right now. And I guess as long as well, I was going to say as long as Jesselyn was serving, but they surrendered the serve there. It's 9-3. And now the Patriots will serve, but they are in a hole, 9-3. Lady Bears winning. But that's another point for the Lady Patriots, and it's 9-4 now. And another point for the Lady Patriots, who are now making a bit of a comeback, 9-5. Okay, the comeback is on. It's 9-6, and my goodness, the Lady Patriots have kind of assumed control of this game now. Remember, at one point, Barton was winning this 9-2. 9-7. And this has turned into a pretty competitive game at this point. There's another timeout on the field, or on the court. Although the Lady Bears now have broken their huddle. I'm not really sure why there's a timeout. And apparently that was called by the Palestine Wheatley coach. Not quite sure what purpose that served. Her team was on a roll at the time. Wonder why she broke the momentum. Well, it's 9-8. Well, maybe she didn't break the momentum. It sure looked that way, but the Lady Patriots are storming back. And all of a sudden, we have a tie game, 9-9, and the Lady Patriots control the serve. And for the first time now, the Lady Patriots have assumed the lead, 10-9. It is now 11-9. And certainly the Barton crowd has to be a little bit mystified what's going on here. Barton appears to have taken steps backwards. It's 12-9. Make that 12-10 now, and the Lady Bears finally get control of the serve here. I am told that other action is transpiring on the Barton campus. Apparently there is a junior high football game going on as well. Now, I don't know who the Bears are playing on the football field. On the regular football field, they're playing Bald Knob on Friday night. I do not know if Bald Knob is out on the field now or if that's Palestine Wheatley. And that's a junior high football contest. Here inside Barton Gymnasium, we have the Barton Lady Bears and the Lady Patriots tied up. It's 11-13. And we have a tie game, 13-13. Lady Bears have the serve, though, and they have some momentum. (14-13), Lady Bears. And the big outburst you heard there was the Lady Patriots. They tied the game 14-14. And this has been a competitive, action-packed game thus far between the two senior girl teams. It's 15-14 now. The Lady Bears. Barton and Palestine Wheatley trading points here. Barton set to serve. And Barton wins another point. 16-14, and the crowd is picking up a little bit. Again, I've been advised of multiple games going on here at the Barton campus. Apparently there is a junior high football game going on now as we speak as well. This is the senior high girls volleyball team. And it's 18-14. Barton has again assumed control. Nineteen to 14 with Barton set to serve again. Twenty to 14, and Barton closing in on another victory. (21 to 14), the Barton Lady Bears. Okay, now it's 21 to 15. Barton gave back control of the serve. So now the Lady Patriots must make their move. Well, they surrendered the serve again, so now it's 22-15. The Barton Lady Bears, and they can be serving for the game here. Says it's 22 to 16. I don't know if we've missed a point here or if the scorer has missed a point. Well, they gave the serve to Palestine Wheatley. And Barton scored that last point. So it's 23-16. The Barton Lady Bears. Score the point for the Lady Bears. 14 to 16 now. And serving for the game, the Lady Bears. So in the first senior game of this evening, the Lady Bears win. We'll take a commercial break, be right back with more Barton Championship Volleyball. Of Barton Championship Volleyball is brought to you by these fine sponsors. The Bell Clinic, specializing in family medicine for all of Phillips County. This webcast also brought to you courtesy of Reginald Murdoch for State Senate. Reggie Murdoch running for State Senate, District 9, with 12 years of public service working for you. The Helena World's presentation of Barton Championship Volleyball is brought to you by these fine sponsors. The Bell Clinic, specializing in family medicine for all of Phillips County. This webcast also brought to you courtesy of Reginald Murdoch for State Senate. Reggie Murdoch running for State Senate, District 9, with 12 years of public service working for you. And we are back at the Barton Gymnasium. We have the Barton Lady Bears playing the Palestine Wheatley Lady Patriots. The Bears just minutes ago won the first game in the senior high competition. Earlier, the Lady Bears won the junior high game. And right now we have a delay on the court. I'm not quite sure what that's about, but there's the buzzer. So we should be officially starting action any minute now. Waiting on the referee to give us an indication. We still have a bit of a delay here. I'm not really sure what this is about. As we get started with action in this particular game, I guess we can tell you that the Allen World is proud to bring you this series of volleyball games throughout the fall. And I can also tell you that the Lady Patriots are the team on your right. They're dressed in the bright red jerseys. On the left is the Barton Lady Bears. They're in the dark maroon jerseys with the black trim. And at this point, there appears to still be some discussion. The official time clock went off. The referee is in position for action, but we've not seen a serve yet. Okay, there, Lady Bears will serve, so I guess we're ready there. I guess we'll be ready to go. Okay, there's the whistle. And a robust effort there, but the Lady Bears scored the first point of the new game, 1-0. And they serve again. And it is 2-0 now, the Lady Bears. The Lady Bears have generally dominated this team from Palestine Wheatley. Although they have all been competitive games so far, I will add that. Two to 1 now, Lady Bears. Palestine won that last point, and now they have control of the serve. And that appears to go awry on the Lady Bears, so it's 2-2. And again, the Lady Patriots will serve. And that one hits the net. So, my goodness. Lady Bears are struggling at the moment. 3-2. And score another one for the Lady Patriots, who you may have heard in the background. Certainly brought an enthusiastic crowd with them. And I don't know if you can see the numbers or look in the background. There are a number of red jerseys back there. Palestine Wheatley has quite a contingent in terms of number of players. And again, now there appears to have been a timeout. So while we got the camera focused on that side of the court, though, again, you see just looks like 24 red jerseys over there. So Palestine Wheatley brought quite a bench. I can also tell you from seeing their bus outside, they have an absolutely huge bus. Took a good part of the parking lot as we came in today to do the broadcast. Lady Bears are back out on the court. It's 5-2. This game so far in favor of the Lady Patriots. And presumably now we're going to have a service. And you are watching Barton Championship Volleyball. This particular young lady tends to take her time on the service. I don't know if this is a psychological tactic or she just sees something out there. The official has not signaled anything yet. She continues to bounce the ball here, but let's see if we get a serve. Sometimes these volleyball players will play a bit of a psychological ploy. Barton, though, keeps it in play. Well, that was a good effort, but on that one, the Lady Patriots won the point. It's 6-2. Barton having a little bit of trouble in this game. Six to 3 now, and I believe that point does go to Barton. It does, and they are set to serve, and they could use a bit of help here now. Some good volleyball being played right now. And the point goes to Barton. 4-6. It's been a very competitive game thus far. Appears to be some kind of a discussion again, and now we have Barton serving the ball. And Barton loses possession, so here's Palestine Wheatley up to serve again. 5-7. Here's Jesselyn Carpino again. Now, she did an excellent job for the Bears in the last game. See if she can rally them here now. Wow, that helps. Makes it 6-7. She nails a few more of those. The Bears will be back in control. 7-7 now. And the Lady Bears make a comeback statement. Okay, well, that one went into the net. It now is 8-7 with the Patriots set for service. Jesselyn Carpino, if that name sounds familiar again. She is the daughter of Coach Chaston Carpino. And Jesselyn is a junior this year. So Barton will have the benefit to have her around for a senior year, among other players. Now, their other star player, Elisa House, I believe she is already a senior. So they will certainly miss her after this year. But in the meantime, the Lady Bears have their hands full with this Patriot team in the second game. It's 9-8. And Barton has control of the service again. And point goes to Barton. We're tied up 9-9. That one flies away short. Gives the advantage to Palestine Wheatley. Makes it 10-9. Palestine Wheatley has control of the serve. Ten to 10 now, tie game. Lady Bears have the serve and are looking for more. Eleven to 10 now in favor of Palestine Wheatley. This one now, they're trading points back and forth. And let's see, they score that point to Barton. So it's 11 to 12. Again, the two teams have kind of traded point for point here. Eventually, someone's going to make it to 25, right? See if the Barton Bears can do it here now. And an excellent effort there, but Barton wins the point. 12 to 12. Okay, we have another whistle here, and I think the scorekeeper is being asked to double check the scoreboard. Right now it says it's 12 to 12. We're going to believe that. And into the net there. 13 to 12 now, the Lady Patriots. (13 to 13), and the Lady Bears gain control of the serve. Again, a highly competitive game, the second game between these two senior girl teams. Very evenly matched. Although the Lady Bears have won it again, 14-13. Now 15-13. As you hear the Lady Bears chant in the background. That one flies into the net, though. 15-14, Lady Bears. Lady Patriots have the service. And the referee scores that one for the Lady Patriots. Makes it 15-15. And another one for the Lady Patriots. Makes the score 16-15, and we have a timeout on the court. 16-15. And I guess while we got a break here, my name is Rick Kennedy. Glad to have you along on the Helena World's live cast of these volleyball games. We also want to thank our two sponsors. That would be the Bell Clinic, providing family practice to all of Phillips County, and Reginald Murdoch, who is running for State Senate in District 9. That point goes to Barton. And again, we are tied 16-16. Again, a back and forth game. Two teams nearly trading point for point. And the ball hits our broadcast position again. But we did make an effort to secure everything this time, and even got heavy-duty cables this time, so we're making every effort not to have the issues we had the last presentation, where one of our cameras was knocked out for a period of time. In the meantime, it's 17-16. Well, the official scoreboard says it's 17-18, so not quite sure where we missed a point there, but the Lady Bears do have control of the serve. And the Lady Bears have just tied it 18-18. As you heard the roar of the bench there. 18-18. (19-18). Lady Bears trying to put themselves in position for a second straight win now. And if you heard the roar of the crowd, it's 19-19. The Lady Patriots have pulled another tie. It's 20-19. And we have a timeout on the court. 20-19. Favor of the Lady Patriots. Now, of course, the Lady Bears won the first game. This is game 2. So there's still plenty of action remaining. And the Lady Bears have not lost yet. All of these have actually been pretty tight games. So this one is following suit. As you hear the volume getting pumped up here a little bit. It's 20-19 now, and the Lady Patriots have control of the serve. Here we go. (21-19). And for the first time now, the Lady Patriots in position to possibly win a game. Okay, it's 20-21 now. The Barton Lady Bears won that point, and they have control of the serve. Can they take advantage? There's a nice effort. Oh my goodness. A mental error there on the Lady Bears. 22-20. They let that ball kind of land in between them. But it's 21-22 now. The Lady Patriots lose that serve. So now the Barton Lady Bears, they have a chance. It's 22-22. And the game is up for grabs. Anybody's game here. Anybody's game. And another point to the Lady Bears. It's 23-22. This one going down to the wire. (24-22). The Lady Bears closing in. They can win a second game here. Well, it's now 24-22. 24-23, pardon me. And we have a timeout. Again, 24-23. And the Lady Patriots will have control of the serve when action returns. This has been a very evenly matched, very briskly played volleyball game. Lots of volleys, lots of very good efforts by the student athletes out there today. Can Barton hold off this charge? Or will Palestine Wheatley win their first game and tie it up 1-1? We will soon find out here. Palestine Wheatley up for the serve. (24-24). Well, it's 25-24 in favor of Barton. And Barton has control of the serve. Can they put this one away? And there we go. 26-24. The Lady Bears win a second game in a row now. And they are going to congratulate each other on the field, on the court. And we will take a break for Barton Championship Volleyball. And now we have a B team out on the court. We will see what that is about. But Barton wins 2 in a row. A Helena World's presentation of Barton Championship Volleyball is brought to you by these fine sponsors. The Bell Clinic, specializing in family medicine for all of Phillips County. This webcast also brought to you courtesy of Reginald Murdoch for State Senate. Reggie Murdoch running for State Senate, District 9, with 12 years of public service working for you. A Helena World's presentation of Barton Championship Volleyball is brought to you by these fine sponsors. The Bell Clinic, specializing in family medicine for all of Phillips County. This webcast also brought to you courtesy of Reginald Murdoch for State Senate. Reggie Murdoch running for State Senate, District 9, with 12 years of public service working for you. A Helena World's presentation of Barton Championship Volleyball is brought to you by these fine sponsors. The Bell Clinic,